the Volatility Switch Indicator, which is available for various platforms on the Tradingfinder website. From this section, you can download the indicator file for MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms and run it on your chart. Additionally, traders can read this page to learn about how the indicator works and its functionality. From the Navigator section, select the indicator file and drag it onto the chart to run the indicator. Once the indicator is activated on the chart, an oscillator window will appear at the bottom of the chart. The Volatility Switch Indicator is a special and practical tool that allows traders to easily identify overbought and oversold zones, and based on that, detect price reversal points and enter buy or sell trades in the market. In this section, the oscillator line has entered the oversold zone and exited this zone at this point, which means we could have entered a buy trade here and joined the upward trend that occurred for us at this point. After that, the oscillator line entered the overbought zone, and as it crossed out of this area and moved below the overbought zone, we could have entered a sell trade in the market, which we can see here as well, where the price started to drop. In the settings section, under the input tab, there are options available for us. In the first part, we can select the time period for calculating the indicator, which is set to 34 by default. In the next section, we can select the overbought zone. And finally, in the last input section, we can set the oversold zone here, which by default is set to 0.2 and 0.8. On the MetaTrader 4 platform, the way the indicator is displayed and calculated is different. In the input section, there are 3 parameters available to us. In the first section, in the first input, we can set the moving average period, which is set to 21 by default. In the second input, we can choose the calculation method for the moving average, where 4 options are available: simple, exponential, smoothed, and linear weighted. And finally, in the third input, if we set this value to 0, it ranges from 0 to 1. It considers a range based on seconds and calculates the volume according to seconds, then provides the minimum and maximum output in the data window section. However, if it is set to 1, this output changes. Here, we can see the values. When the oscillator line is below the moving average line and enters the oversold zone, it serves as a buy signal, which means we could have entered a buy trade in the market at this point. And in this section as well, if the oscillator line exits the overbought zone and moves below the moving average line, it is considered a sell signal, and we can enter a sell trade here, where we can observe the downward price movement. In the data window section, the values are also displayed for us in this part. If I were to set the third input to a value of 1, the internal parameters would automatically change for me, and consequently, the resulting output that I obtained would be significantly different from what it was before. Well, my dear friends, we have now truly reached the very conclusion of this comprehensive indicator tutorial. We would be exceptionally happy and genuinely grateful if you could kindly share your valuable comments, insightful feedback, and constructive suggestions with us in the dedicated comment section below. Your input is incredibly important to us and helps us improve